All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakodash. I double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And now, Lord willing, this lesson will be entitled, There's Purpose Behind the Pain, right? And I do want to focus on also Yahweh Shai's walk and, correlated to our walk here. Right now it says Isaiah 53, and it reads, "Who hath believed our report, and to whom is the arm of Yahweh by Shema Shai revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He hath no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief." Right, and this is speaking about the number one, selfless man who has ever walked the earth, man. And that's because he gave his life, for the atonement of the sins of the elect of Israel. And ultimately, all Israel in the kingdom, because of him, are going to be established in the kingdom, man. Right? So it's through Yahweh Shai in which we even have a fighting chance. But his walk upon earth wasn't easy. He had to deal with niggas. He had to deal with opposition of heathen. Right? He had to deal with the internal battle. And he ultimately had to deal with his sacrifice, man. Being obedient unto that cross, which means him giving his life up while he had the power, to fight. So how much greater, of a walk is that? Yahweh Shai had the power. He could have easily called that down the legions of angels, man. Could have easily. When the Roman centurions came to gather him up, he could have easily just disintegrated him. But no, he was obedient unto the will of Yahweh. Right? As he said, I came not to do my will, but the will of him that sent me. So a man that has complete power, right? But yet still being obedient unto his mission. How much more us? Right? And we're filthy. It's only through Yahweh Shai that we're able to fight. And Lord willing, be of that number. Right? It says he is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of Yahweh and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. And that's the thing. I was watching Elder Yatazak and the elder from Wisconsin's. I can't think of his name at the moment. Elder Itazawam, so they went in a live stream today, basically on how, you should be in a mindset that you got to be a martyr, man, and it's completely true. Understanding that we have the pure gift, as the scriptures say, wisdom is more moving than any emotion. It's like wisdom is more moving than any emotion, for she is the pure influence flowing from the Almighty. And here we have this treasure in earthen vessels, man. And with this, hence the desire of the kingdom, and we're not hopeless because of it. Right? So, with Yahweh Shai Shai instilling this wisdom within you, understand that you have a task to complete the mission as Yahweh Shai did. Right? And this is the bitter that, a lot of Israelite groups don't speak on, because they are only focused on, the sweet. But the truth is, have it in your mind that you are going to be a martyr and have to, go to the spirit realm for this truth, man. But we also understand and have comfort that the end of death is not the end. That's just a transition from the physical back into the spiritual, man. But Yahweh Shai even said what? The dead in Yahweh Shai shall arise first. So we have nothing to worry or to be fearful about, man. But that's what they have a saying, the anticipation of death itself. The anticipation of death is worse than death itself, right? Because it's still a heavy time period, right? Or a heaviness that comes with it. That's why when we go into the book of Matthew 16, it's like in Matthew 26, and we look at the greatest example of Yahweh Shai and the spirit he was in, right? This is Matthew 26. And it reads, I'm going to start here at 36. Then cometh Yahweh Shai with them unto a place called Gethsemane. And the word Gethsemane goes into the word oil press, right? Which is significant because all the pressure in which Yahweh Shai was under, right? He understood that the mission concluded with him, you know, basically being crucified, man. Right? And that wasn't an easy task. The fact of all that hell is that the physical hell and pain that he suffered, you know, just to get to that point. Right? And at every point, he could have just called down the legion of angels. You know, he could have resisted the Roman centurions that came, but no, he was completely obedient unto it. Right? So there's purpose within our pain, and that's the point. Right? He understood the mission. The elect understand the mission. This is not about us. Right? A government can only work if all links to the chain are strengthened. One loose link and you have a clink in the armor. Well, the body is the same way. One failed organ and now the body is compromised and subject to disease. Right? So lucky. Here it goes. It's 37. It says, and he took with him Peter and the two sons of Zebedee, and began to be sorrowful and very heavy. Then saith he unto them, my soul is exceeding sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me. And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O my father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. And he cometh up to unto the disciples, and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, what, could ye not watch with me 1 hour? Right? So even Yahushua showed, really, in a sense, that he was really a man, he still had the emotions. He still felt heavy in his time, but he did not deviate from his purpose. And that's the point, man. He took it. He took it, man. So we have to do the same in the times that we're coming into. Because the Daniel 12 ain't just written for no reason. Jeremiah 30 and 6 and 7 ain't just written for no reason, man. Right? When we go into the book of Acts, (14 and 22), and it reads, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we, through much tribulation, shall enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. Hey, so we gonna be catching hell, man, all the way through. But the hope is not lost. Because what? Hope means expectation. And we're expecting Yahushua to crack them clouds. We know he is. Hey, because, the Most High is not a man that he should lie. This was written, before, man. Right? So we know what the end game is going to be. And you have to have faith and hope, that you endure, man. One thing that Elder Yatazak said today is that, basically he said, one thing that I pray for is that the zeal that we have, during these videos at camp and around brethren, he said he prays, that zeal be magnified to times 100 for the times that we're coming into. And that's a beautiful prayer, to send up. Because we're going to need, every fiber, to withstand this evil day. Because we're going to be seeing a lot of death, It's going to be a lot of betrayal, There's going to be a lot of pain and hurt. But the beauty is within the process, man. And another thing Elder Yatazak says, it says, these are the first steps, or this is the beginning of eternity, What we're fighting for, this is the beginning of eternity, man. And that's heavy, right? So like he says it a little bit different, and he says it better. I kind of butchered it, but this is the first steps of eternity. I believe that's how he says it. But it's completely true, man. But in order to reap that bountiful, and precious name, and I mean a name in the sense of a good name to Yahweh Bashim Shai, we got to go through hell, man. That's why the book of Hebrews 6, because what the Lord is doing is he's putting all these different hells, and tribulations on us, so that not only is it easier to detach, but you become numb to, you become numb to this system, man, right? Because when you look at, Lot's wife, for example, Lot's wife, it wasn't that she just couldn't physically, or that she just physically looked back. Her mind was completely stuck in the mindset of Sodom and Gomorrah. She benefited off the social structure that they had there. She couldn't leave the fact that she had position or social status. She was comfortable with the sins that went on in that place. She couldn't see a world without Sodom and Gomorrah. She was content with the environment she was living in. You know? And that's why the scriptures tell us in Micah 2, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. It's not saying to physically flee, but our minds should not be stuck in this place, man. You should not be wanting to stay here. What is it for you here? You wake up and go to work every day, 9 to 5 or however many hours you working. Brothers got double jobs. You can't enjoy your family. You can't really enjoy your woman spirit. You can't enjoy being around the brothers because, hey, you know you're going to have to depart to go back to work after camp or whenever it is. You know, we enjoy everything that we enjoy is surrounded about wisdom and the brothers and Yahweh Shem Yahshua ultimately. Everything we have joy in this world is because of the Lord instilling the wisdom within us, and we're able to exercise it. You got to pay bills. You got kids you can't enjoy just because what the system is raising them more than you're around them. You know, the bills that you have to pay, you got to work your ass off just to pay them. We can go on and on. The food you eating is shit. Your woman going to be a demon. We can go on and on. So what is it? Okay, even say, okay, yeah, you take a vacation. Great. While you on vacation, you're worried about not spending so much so you can recover from the bills that you have waiting for you. There's no end to this place. There's no peace. The scriptures talk about in Revelation 22nd chapter, which I'm going to get Lord willing at the end of this, about how the Lord is going to, wipe away all the tears and the pain. We have no clue what that feels like because we've been in hell so long and we just been having to deal with it. So in the times that we're coming into, Yahweh Shai is telling us basically to prove ourselves so that we can enter into the kingdom, man. Right? The scripture of Hebrews 12, matter of fact, I'm going to grab it. There's Hebrews 12 and 5, and it reads, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. See, we get beat with a different belt, so to speak, man. The 2/3 get beat to judgment. We get beat unto correction, for reproof and rebuke, right? And that's what Jake don't understand. Hey, when you're in the arms of Yahweh Shem Yahshua and being looked over, hey, he's beating you to beat the impurities out of you. The 2/3 are getting beat to be destroyed, right? Yeah, and we catch it, right? But it's with a level of understanding do we catch that beating, man, right? And so with the 2/3, they continue within their sinful nature, and then just get beat to ultimately submission until they get sent back to the spirit realm, man. Right? Now, when we take back a look, when we go back to Isaiah 53, and take back at the look of Yahweh Shai's walk, right? This is 5. It says, but he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes are we healed. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned every one to his own way, and the Lord hath laid on him the iniquity of us all. So through the blood of Yahweh Shai, right? As the scriptures say, a testament, matter of fact, right? This Hebrews 9 and 16. I'm going to just start here. It says, for where a testament is, there must also of necessity be the death of the testator. For a testament is of force after men are dead. Otherwise, it is of no strength at all while the testator liveth. Whereupon neither the first testament was dedicated without blood. So basically what? Through Yahweh Shai's blood, do we even have a chance to fight, right? And understanding his walk. He went through hell. The scriptures say he was acquainted with grief, right? This is Isaiah 53 and 7. He was oppressed and he was afflicted. And this we're talking about the son of the Most High, man. Right? He knew he was special. The people around him knew he was special and different. Right? But yet Jake still treated him crazy, man. Which we understand we're going to get that same type of treatment, right? Because the servant is not greater than his Lord. But the process within it, man. Really, like, Understand, and that's why the apostles stress, understand what you're a part of, man. Because these other Israelite groups, they're teaching their congregation about the hells that we're about to catch. And then even a comfort within the hell, right? Because it's always Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's balanced power, right? So we're not hopeless. But the pain, we have to go through the pain to enter into the kingdom, man. And that's the point. Yahweh Shai had to go through that pain and that suffering, to be exalted, right? He had to go through the pain in order to come back, as what he's going to come back as not a man, but in that spiritual body, you know, or the extraterrestrial body, Salakia, to destroy and to get back the remnant of the Most High's people, man. So you have to enjoy the process. As I believe the elders in Dallas said, Elder Yashawamba and Elder Ariala, they said, man, you gotta love this shit, man. You gotta love it. You got, and they don't mean shit to demean it, but you have to love this. Every aspect of it. You gotta love the pain. You gotta love the suffering. You gotta love the tribulation. You gotta love the chastisement. You gotta love also the peace. You gotta love the gospel. You gotta love the prophecies. Every aspect of the truth. You have to be infatuated with it, man. You have to. Because to have this treasure in earthen vessels, it comes with the territory of taking the low, of being defamed, of being persecuted, right? And ultimately of being a martyr, right? He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, as a sheep before her shearers is dumb, so he openeth not his mouth. So here it is, right? And through that blood are we healed, right? Through that blood will we be saved, because the scriptures say you were bought with a price, right? And that price is Yahweh Shai's blood. And that's not something to take lightly, man. The scriptures talk about a man that's in the truth and fall out. It's if he crucified Yahweh Shai afresh, right? So understand, man. This is blood in, blood out, as the apostles say, man. This is a serious walk. And we hope and pray that we be of that number, man. But the pain that you're going through, whatever it may be, whether it's financially, we understand we're going to be fighting these demons 24/7, literally in our sleep as well. This is just part of the condition of the battle that man upon the earth should fight, right? But Yahweh Shai went through it so that we have a chance of being successful. The elect are going to be fine regardless. The victory is already written for them. We just pray and hope we're a part of that number, man. And the only way to continue, or the only way to find out, is to continue, man. That's the point. When we look at Yahweh Shai's walk and he prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane, he did not quit. Remember, he didn't quit. He felt the heaviness of the moment and what he was about to go through, but he didn't quit. Right? And let's go to it. Right? Let's finish it out. I believe it's Matthew 26. Yeah. Here we go. Matthew 26 and 37. And he took with him Peter and the two sons of Zebedee, and began to be sorrowful and very heavy. Then saith he unto them, my soul is exceeding sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me. And he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. And he cometh unto the disciples and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, what, could ye not watch with me 1 hour? Watch and pray, and that's significant because it showed that Yahweh Shai had to go through it himself, as all of us individually have to go through it ourselves. Another brother can't fight for you. We all fighting in the army together. But at the end of the day, another brother cannot fight for you. During that hour of temptation, another brother can't be like, oh, no, he ain't going to take it. No. You have to deny that yourself and be faithful unto Yahweh Shai. Right? It says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. He went away again the second time and prayed, saying, O my Father, if this cup may not pass away from me, except I drink it, Thy will be done. Meaning what? He accepted it. Understood that it was just the walk that he had to endure. So that's what we also need to be meditating on. Understanding that the persecution is going to come. 2025 is going to be a hell of a year, man. The liberties and all of these so-called, privileges in which Esau, tries to say that he gives, they're going to be stripped, man. They're going to be stripped. It reminds me of the song The Jungle Book, The Bare Necessities. You're going to have to be content with the bare necessities. Right? And that's just part of being a soldier on this side, man. But Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to provide all the way through in various ways. But it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be, as Yahweh Shai said here, exceeding sorrowful, but accomplishable, man. It's going to be something that's not out of reach, right? And that's what we have to remember. It's not out of reach, man. The kingdom is nigh, and Yahweh Shem Yahshua wants to give the kingdom unto his men. But we got to fight for that. Through hell, through suffering, through whatever. Because glory on the other side, is not far. Right? This is Revelation 22. It's like it may be 21. All the tears and sorrow, man. It is 21. Revelation 21 and 7 and 4. I'm going to start here at here 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. And Yahweh himself shall be with them, and be their power. And Yahweh Shem Yahshua shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And that's one thing, I really can't wait for, man, to actually breathe, to actually live, to not have no worry, no stress, but be at peace, man, right? And that's what we're fighting for. We're fighting for a kingdom and a world without end, and a legacy that's not tainted, by unfaithfulness, right? So that's pretty much the point, because Yahweh Shai, he did it, man. And he did it so we can do it. And so you got to remember that when we're fighting, man. Whatever hell you going through, it's all temporal. And whatever facet it may be, it's temporal. And that's not to lessen the hell that you're going through. A specific brother is going through. It's not to lessen it. Because every measure for every brother is completely different. But you can do it, man. And you got to believe it. And Yahweh Shem Yahshua didn't allow you to understand and come this far and been working and fighting for you this far for you to give up. So that's the point. And Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the body. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone. And a sincere shalom so y'all can bring out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.